Here live every day at this time at 12 p.m. Eastern here on Opie Radio, XM 103, Sirius 206. Got a hell of a show for you. You got Nicole Ryan's over there pulling a LeBron with her titties.
Just adjusting.
It's all right. There are a lot to deal with.
They are.
Nicole's here. DJ Whoo Kid is on DJ Whoo Kid time, but he'll be here.
It's okay.
And I can't believe it. To be able to broadcast as history is made.
Right?
Like literally in the last 5 minutes, American history unfolding before our eyes. There's so much to talk about today. And of course, Whoo Kid's coming in. We'll talk to him. But Nicole.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you're a witness to?
Is it something about this chick? Who's
What
claiming
chick?
she's black?
No.
Okay, I don't know
Nicole.
what history and something.
You have to stay on top of shit, okay?
I'm sorry.
This chick, Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, yeah.
We've been talking about her for days, but
Okay.
she was on the Today Show this morning
Yeah, I
talking
saw
about that. Maybe we'll get to that, maybe we won't.
We'll
There's
see.
much bigger things happening. 866-969-1969. That's 866-969-1969. If you want to be a part of what could be the most historical day of broadcasting ever.
What?
I mean,
Stop holding out on me.
apparently you weren't watching Periscope before you got here.
I wasn't. I was doing
Nicole,
my show.
Wait till you hear this. You ready? Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen of the United States of America, are you ready? Because this country is about to change.
I'm so nervous.
It's about to change for the better, though.
Are you officially a wombat?
No.
Okay.
I'm still working on that.
Okay.
I'm transitioning as we speak, but I believe that this person will help.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
Donald.
There it is. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Did you hear the stinger? There it is. Donald Trump running for President of the United States of America. Why? To make our country great again. Let's hear it for Donald Trump. It's about time somebody did that. Donald Trump is officially running for the presidency of the United States of America. That's breaking news here on Sam Roberts Show. As of moments ago,
I like that singer.
Donald Trump is our president.
No. He's not our president. He's officially running.
Everybody seemed really excited on Periscope.
I mean, is this for real?
Of course it's for real.
He has to know it's a little bit of a joke, and I don't claim to know anything
A joke? Yeah,
about
okay.
politics.
All right, Nicole.
Okay.
To you, a joke is making our country great again. That's a joke to you. To me, that's something that I think sounds like a great idea. And if you don't like it, I got 2 words for you. You're fired.
You think that man and his hair are going to be able to change this country, and you think anybody's going to actually take him seriously? You think for real?
I'm going to tell you something. We're getting all kinds of breaking news. Paul is coming through with the tweets. By the way, we're going to be following this story at SR Show SXM on Twitter. SR Show SXM on Twitter. All the Donald Trump news, and Paul is going to be sneaking photos of Nicole's cleavage as the show continues.
Yes.
So all that's going to be available at SR Show SXM on Twitter. This quote coming in, and it is absolutely breaking news, as Donald Trump has said, quote, "I will be the greatest jobs president God ever created." God. Donald Trump, a creation of God to give us jobs.
Okay, but you're like being funny and stuff, but you don't.
Am I, Nicole?
No, but you don't.
Or am I a dreamer? You may say that I'm a dreamer, Nicole,
Listen, John Lennon.
but I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. For sure not the only one. There's a bunch of other schmucks out there that probably think that he would make a good president. Okay? You, Paul, you think he'd make a good president?
Of course Paul does. He's a jobs president, and for God's sakes, we need to get Paul a different job, because this one's not working out for him.
Well, let's start here, Donald. We need to get you a new glam squad. That's the first thing that needs to be done.
Nicole,
because I can't look at him seriously.
That is a cheap shot.
I'm sorry.
That's an absolute cheap shot. 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Call up now. Be a part of Sam Roberts Show, because I was able, as I was prepping this show, getting everything together, I was able to witness history via Periscope. And let me tell you, Nicole, I was joined by over 2,000 people.
Wow.
That's right. Everybody on their lunch breaks decided to go watch Donald Trump announce that Donald Trump is running for president. Let's go to somebody, Jimmer.
Oh, God.
It says here...
Donald Trump never gets the flu.
Okay, that sounds like Roland.
Donald Trump never gets the flu 2016.
That's right. Donald Trump, he doesn't get the flu.
No?
He doesn't.
Does he claim that? Is this something he claims?
He went on Opie's show, and he said on the phone that he has never gotten the flu.
Okay, well, that's just luck, buddy. Okay, it's not like you have some sort of...
When God created Donald Trump, he did it for two reasons. Number one, to give everybody more jobs. Number two, to give an example of what the perfect immune system looked like.
Right.
That's Donald Trump. And you can talk about glam squad all you want, but you know who doesn't need Obamacare? Donald Trump, because he doesn't get the flu. And he's going to teach all of us that when he is the president. I mean, listen to this guy. Listen to him.
Sadly, the American dream is dead.
Why the fuck would you bring up Dusty Rhodes in a political speech?
That was really...
The American dream, Dusty Rhodes. We all know he died on Thursday.
No.
But there's no reason to make it I don't understand how you can run on that campaign.
Also, the way he said that was...
Daddy.
Dead. Why did he... That was like... Wah, wah.
Because it's not a game anymore.
Right.
This is for real.
Right.
But if I get elected president, I will bring it back.
Yes! Donald Trump is going to resurrect the American dream, Dusty Rhodes. How do you like that, wrestling fans? Zombie Dusty Rhodes will be your next Intercontinental Champion if you elect Donald Trump to office. He's bringing back the American dream, Nicole.
I don't want to talk about this.
Better
no.
and stronger
That's right.
than ever before, and we will make America great again.
No.
Finally!
Thank you very much.
I'm vetoing this.
Finally!
Can I have veto power?
Absolutely. Listen to that.
It's the only reason you like...
Thank you very much. That rock music comes on, and it's like, fuck yeah, Donald Trump. Look, who are you going to vote for? Jeb exclamation? You going to vote for Jeb? You see Jeb Bush's his sign?
No.
It just says the word Jeb with an exclamation point. He's trying to convince everybody, no, I'm not a Bush. I'm not a Bush. It's Jeb.
Right.
Something different. Jeb!
I mean, it's sort of creative, at least.
You going to vote for Jeb? I don't think so.
Probably not.
You going to vote for Marco Rubio, who's going on TV pretending he likes the Wu-Tang Clan? I don't think so. He doesn't. He can't even mention the RZA's name.
He can't mention one member's name.
No! He's
Even
probably
I
got
could do that.
Yes, name one.
I said Method Man.
There it is. He's probably got a Ja Rule credit card, this Marco Rubio. No, you can't vote for him. You gonna vote for Hillary Clinton? I know everybody thinks she's hip because she's on Instagram now. But you take your pantsuits and put them aside because Donald Trump has the nicest suits in the country. He makes suits and sells them. You can go buy the Donald Trump collection.
She does have a nice array of red, white, and blue pantsuits.
True, but you can't go to Macy's and pick up a Hillary Clinton.
No, you can't.
You can go to Macy's and get a Trump.
You got a point there.
You can dress like Trump at his inauguration.
That's true.
Because he'll be wearing a Trump tie. You know that.
It's kind of cool. It's almost like a uniform that like a wrestler might wear, and you could dress like them to the show.
That's right.
Right?
Yes. Let's hear what the American public has to say about this day of history that we're all a part of together. We'll go to Bill. You're on Sam Roberts' show.
Yes, I'm not voting for anybody who does not know how to take a stunner, whether it's Donald Trump or Lyndon McMahon. And I think Scott Hall should run for president because he takes the greatest stunner of all time.
Well, I mean, if that's your qualification, then yes, Scott Hall does take a hell of a stunner, and Donald Trump, no. Can he take a bump? No. But can he make this country better? I listen to Donald, and he says he can. I don't have a reason not to believe him.
Can't anybody technically run for president if they have enough money? Like anybody. Even if you don't know anything about politics, you just happen to be like a bajillionaire.
You can run, yeah. But you can't hide. Not from Donald Trump.
Oh, God.
You can't run now because Donald Trump is taking all the votes. I would like to talk to DJ Whoo Kid when he gets here.
I mean, I know what he's going to say.
Well, I want to find out one thing. Is Waka Flocka Flame going to step out of the race?
Because Donald's now
Donald Trump is in. I don't see Waka Flocka beating Donald.
I don't know. I think Whoo Kid might disagree with you.
You think so?
Possibility.
Well, we'll get his opinion when he gets here. Let's go to Brent in D.C. What's going on, Brent?
Hey, what's up, Sammy, Nicole?
What's up?
Yeah, so the resurrected zombie Dusty Rhodes.
Right.
What cabinet positions do you think Donald's going to give him?
A lot of talent, so it'd be a hard choice, I think.
Yeah, he could be the Secretary of the Interior only because he was always such a snappy dresser.
Snappy? Did you just use the word snappy?
He wore polka dots all the time. Ugh. Let's go to Stosh in Canada. What are they saying across the border, Stosh?
Sammy Baby Cakes Robert.
That's right. I'm fabulous.
I want to say,
right.
I'm trying to call you gorgeous hunk of woman, you.
Oh, hey.
Hunk of woman. That's not flattering.
I'm into it.
Okay.
Well, sure. The other thing I want to mention, I want to lecture, okay, but a couple weeks ago I heard a stat on CNN saying, and I think it was 2012, I could be wrong, 37% of registered voters in the U.S. voted. So you guys get what you get. Boy, 37 out of 100.
Yeah.
Right.
People are choosing your president. That's it. And I'll tell you what.
Well, let me tell you something.
Donald Trump, because anyone can run for president and go up there and say, I promise to do this, I promise to do that.
Yeah.
They're all full of shit. We all know it. Give someone else a shot. What do you think, Benny?
I like Donald Trump because he'll go off, because I just like the way he does business. He just takes shots at people constantly and acts like he doesn't do it.
He's a dick.
Like, he'll go like, I see what China's doing. It's not very good if you ask me, but I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing.
Right.
It's not great. It's not great. You're just like,
right.
He just kind of insults you by saying, no. I'm just presenting the facts. Like, yeah. I see we do have problems in the Middle East. Is it our problem? I don't think so. It's more theirs. But
right.
We're working on that. And he just takes little shots, and I want that in a leader.
Because he's more of a celebrity than a politician.
Excuse me.
Okay?
If you go to Chicago, and you go down that Riverwalk, you see a bunch of Chicago flags floating in the air, right?
Yeah.
But you also see the big TRUMP across a building.
You see that all over the country, Sam. He owns hotels.
That's right. He's not just a celebrity. He's a mogul, and he has an imprint on this country. All over the country, we're already hanging his name up. Oh, do you know what that's going to be like? He'll be the first leader since, like, Hitler, I guess, to have his likeness just plastered everywhere. Can you imagine if you were visiting this country and then you just look around and Donald Trump's the president, and you go to New York and you're on the West Side Highway and you look at the buildings and they all say Trump. And then you go to Chicago and they go Trump. And it's like these flags like Mussolini.
Right.
And they're going to be like, wow, he must be a very respected leader or a horrible dictator.
Yes.
And we'll say, you were right the first time.
I want you to say out loud, no crossies.
No crossies.
No take-backsies.
No take-backsies.
You're really going to vote for Donald Trump.
I promise you, Nicole.
Are you? Let me see your lip.
Here's my fingers.
Okay.
Here's my thumb.
Yeah.
See my fist? You better run. I promise you. Mm-hmm. I would vote for Donald Trump in a heartbeat. I'll vote for him today. I don't even need to hear who else is running.
You and the 2000 Periscope
all of us on Periscope. Because that caller, Stosh, was right. Nobody in America votes, but you know what people in America do?
What you said do.
You're right, Nicole. I'm glad you picked up on my clever play on words. You know what the citizens of the United States, you know what they do?
What?
They watch Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah.
And they watch it every week. And they're going to say, that's the guy I want on my team. They've already voted, because really, at the end of the day, the president of the United States is the guy you want on television. And I remember when this country announced the death of Osama bin Laden, it was announced on a Sunday night.
Okay.
It was announced on a Sunday night at 10:30.
Wow. Great memory.
That's right. I do have a great memory. It cut off an episode of The Celebrity Apprentice. The boardroom was cut off so Obama could make this announcement. And you know what the American people were saying?
What?
I'm glad we got bin Laden, but I would have loved to find out who got fired.
Who's fired?
And you know what that tells me? America wants Donald Trump on their television sets.
Okay.
That's why they're going to vote for him. Donald Trump is my pick.
Listen, I just don't have. I'm one of those people, like everyone says, like your vote matters. More people do go and vote. But I don't feel like I should be voting because I don't know enough to vote. So if I vote, it's going to be.
What about the facts I've presented you today?
Those are not good enough facts.
You don't think so?
You're giving me surface facts. Rubio pretends that he likes Wu-Tang.
These are character evaluations. They're the most important facts of all.
Not really.
Not all the sort of everybody's going to do. Here's where I stand on policy. I don't like abortions. Well, I love abortions. What do you really like as a human being? That's what I'm interested in. That's what Primetime Sam Roberts wants to find out. What are you like as a person? And Donald Trump, I get a kick out of him.
Are you a snarky dick?
Yeah.
Who says nasty things?
I just was able to write something nasty on Twitter to Donald Trump the other day. He wrote something to the effect of, it was as cliche as you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but it meant even less. So I quoted the tweet and said, this doesn't mean anything. And I got a lot of responses on it. The Donald didn't respond.
Why? Why not?
Because
you support him. He's clearly not supporting you.
The reason he didn't respond to me?
Yeah.
Because he was writing a speech where he made this announcement.
Don't play it again. Don't, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
It's about time. I've been waiting for that.
I'm the most... Okay, now play...
Yeah!
I mean... I'm the most uninformed human being.
Is that Motley Crue?
I don't know. Isn't that The Rock's music?
That's not The Rock's music. I said it's rock music.
Oh, I thought it was The Rock, like what The Rock used to come out to.
Are you fucking kidding? If Donald Trump came out and those speakers blared, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?"
What would you do? Cry from happiness?
I would start getting on I would quit radio and get on the campaign trail.
Oh, God.
I would say, no, Donald, I'm volunteering. Really? I'm Team Trump. Just keep the music.
Wait, then what? Whose music is that? I feel like that's
Donald's music.
That's not a wrestler's music?
No, it's Donald's music.
That's why I thought you were so excited.
But it commands power.
Yeah, it does.
Like Donald has.
I don't know. I feel like I'm the most uninformed person when it comes to this stuff ever.
Well, then trust me.
I feel even more uninformed after talking to you about this for the past 15 minutes.
Listen. Would I just decide to pick something because I think it will be a giant disaster and fun to watch?
Totally.
No. Okay, we have differing opinions as far as that's concerned.
Disagree.
Let's go to Guy on Long Island. Guy, welcome to Sam Roberts Show. And the first show to fully back Donald Trump. The first radio show, Nicole and I fully back Donald Trump.
No, I don't throw me in there.
Nicole, let Guy talk.
Well, that actually brings me to my point. I said how I want to talk about the bullet points of how Trump is going to resurrect the economy.
That's right.
But really, I want to talk about how my desire to come all over Nicole's tits.
I mean, it happens.
And that's the American people talking.
Right.
They want to finish on top of your body.
Yeah.
And they want Donald Trump to make this country great again.
It's a desire I understand.
If Nicole blows me, Trump will win the election.
Okay, well, Nicole doesn't want Trump to win the election,
Yes,
so that was a terrible pickup line.
Yeah.
You got to have a little bit of strategy here.
Yeah, that was a bad strategy.
That didn't work at all. I mean, you would have maybe done it.
I mean, just for novelty to say, this is a caller on the Sam Roberts Show, and I want to be a team player and all.
Right. Of course. Let's go to Dave in Chicago.
Sam, Nicole, absolute pleasure.
That's right.
So, you were asking what song that is. That's actually "Keep On Rockin' in the Free World" by Neil Young.
Is it?
And yes, it is. And the funny thing about that is, I guarantee he doesn't have permission to use that song because Neil Young is a big-time liberal, and I'm sure he hates Donald Trump. So he could probably get sued for using that song.
And I'm sure Donald has the money to give him.
He did.
Wants him the suit.
I was watching on Periscope, and he's sitting there. I love when Donald Trump starts bragging, which is whenever he speaks.
Right.
And he's sitting there, and he's like, "We got a great accountant. We got a great accountant." He looked through all my finances. Everybody said that I wouldn't run. I wouldn't make my finances public because they think I'm not as successful as I say I am. And then he pursed his lips and looked at the crowd kind of cockeyed,
Right.
Like, come on, me, Donald? Who's more successful to me? Huh? It's your boy. And then he said that he's got over $9 billion in assets.
He's in the billionaires club?
9 times over. You know what's going to happen? He's going to be like, we should go to war with this country. And then Congress is going to be like, we're not going to pay for that. And Donald's like, fine, I got it.
I got this one.
Don't worry about it then.
I'll pick this one up.
We use Trump tanks. It's a new industry I've started. Donald has everything taken care of, and he is going to take care of us. Nicole, you haven't been walking around saying, man, I remember when this country was great. I wish it was great again.
I've never said those words ever.
You haven't?
They've never come out of my mouth.
You're perfectly satisfied?
I'm not satisfied, but I just
Country's fine.
Live with my head in the clouds. Yeah. No,
Right.
It's not fine. I know it's not fine.
But who can make it fine?
Not Donald Trump.
No, that's your opinion, and it doesn't sound very informed to me. Hey, John, you're on Sam Roberts Show.
Sammy Brun Muffins. Nicole, what you're missing is the big picture.
Okay.
Rogue nation leader.
Yeah.
Apprentice.
Yes.
Okay? So you get like Bashar al-Assad. You get fucking Kim Jong, whoever that guy is.
I get it.
ISIS. You have him fucking do a bunch of things. Maybe get Nicole to blow someone who really doesn't want, and all that stuff.
For the winner, yeah.
Right.
You go, you're fired, and then kill them all.
Right. He could easily take all the problems that we have with these leaders and these terrorist organizations and all this stuff.
Bring him to the boardroom.
Bring him in the boardroom. Because something happens when you get in that boardroom. I've seen it happen to Olympic athletes. I've seen it happen to washed-up celebrities.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen to models. I've seen it happen to reality show stars.
Totally.
They sit in that boardroom, and they all have to impress the Donald. They all look at Donald like he was their father. Like, oh, I thought that I could convince my friends to give me more money. Donald asks celebrities, call up all your friends and just have them give you money. You know how annoying it is?
Yeah, that's
like, Nicole, if I called you and said, hey, I'm selling some muffins with some washed-ups with Steve Urkel and Carl Winslow. Can you come down and spend $150,000 on muffins?
I'd spend $150.
But you'd be annoyed.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed.
You'd be like, why is he calling and asking for money? He gets celebrities to do this.
Yeah, I know he does.
And they all do it. He can definitely convince world leaders to do things that they don't want to do. It's that power.
I feel like he'd be a president that people would try to assassinate. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel most presidents.
No, but like more than others.
Yeah, but you know what? I would assume that people have already tried to assassinate Donald Trump.
Right, even though before he decided to run for president.
All he does is upset people.
Right.
He's a very upsetting person.
Right.
And he lets his opinions known. He's not afraid.
I'm aware. Isn't he the one who, you went hard on Obama?
Yes, he did.
Right?
Yes, he did. He is the guy who listen to me, Nicole.
Okay.
Only one private American citizen was such a fucking nuisance that he forced a sitting president to show his birth certificate.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the Donald.
It was the Donald.
Now you're coming around.
I'm not calling the Donald. Don't get me to say that.
Nicole, I respect you. Call him what you want. I respect your opinion. It's wrong.
Let's call him DT.
DT.
Yeah.
Your opinion's not right. I respect it.
Right.
It's wrong.
Right.
I respect it, though.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but whatever.
Yeah. Look, is it a smart opinion? I don't think so, but I respect it.
Are you a moron? Totally.
Right.
We'll move on.
That's what he does. Oh, he's great. Butch in California.
Hey, Sam, what's going on, man?
How you doing, pal?
All right, brother. Listen, if you look at it this way, if California could vote Arnold Schwarzenegger in,
right.
Minnesota could vote in, what's his face, Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Al Franken is a senator.
Yeah.
And if you look at what Donald Trump brings to the table at all these guys, you got to admit, the guy's a good freaking businessman. And
he's better than Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. But it's kind of, you got to look at it that way.
Okay, what would you... Yeah, Butch?
I think...
No, whatever. Listen, I couldn't. It was too much. Butch, feel free to call back at some point. If you had to sit there and say, okay, who's going to win this presidential election? Donald Trump, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Al Franken, or Jesse the Body Ventura? All politicians. Who are you voting for?
I don't know. Is it wrong that I might go more towards Arnold? Did he do a good job as governor?
Not great. Not like Donald would have. Look, was he a good governor? Yes. Not great in my opinion, but he was good. He was good. He's a good guy. I like Arnold. Not a great governor.
Okay.
Not a great governor, but I like him.
Not a great governor.
Yeah. Not a great governor.
Right.
Is he a great actor? No. Is he good? Maybe. But I like him.
Right.
See the way Donald Trump would do that?
But I feel like people are going to vote for Donald the way that they voted for Arnold. Like because
he's the right man for the job.
No.
Would you have preferred Gary Coleman?
No.
He was the one opposing Arnold.
Oh, God.
That was a joke of an election.
Poor little guy.
Now you got exclamation point Jeb, who's going to add 3 more exclamation points to try to get more attention.
Isn't it Jeb exclamation point?
Not in Spanish.
Okay.
Exclamation point Jeb exclamation point.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing, it's like we're left with, for Marco Rubio, I think the Wu-Tang thing put him off the map.
You think that specifically ended any possibility of him being president?
He said that he was a fan of Shaolin, and he couldn't name one member of Wu-Tang.
He didn't say he couldn't. He just said he wouldn't.
All right. Well, I need a president who's going to answer questions.
Okay. All right. That's
and
fair.
Donald, he'll answer things.
Right.
So you've got a Bush, a Clinton, or Donald Trump.
Am I wrong if I don't say Clinton because I'm a woman?
Well,
you know what I mean? There's that. This is how uninformed I am. This is where I'm going off of.
Because Hillary Clinton is reportedly has a vagina.
Right. So I feel like I have to vote for her because we both have that lady part.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All reports do have you and Hillary with similar genitals.
Yeah.
But you have to imagine Donald Trump
Honey, Donald Trump is not going to be president.
You don't think so?
I don't want you to be upset or
You really
disappointed.
don't. Well, why do you think that?
I don't know who is going to be president, but I'm pretty sure that if I had to put all my eggs in one basket, it would not be in
the Donald's?
DT's. Yeah, no.
Wouldn't be in the Donald's golden basket with his name all over it?
No, he will not be the leader of the free world. Not going to happen.
Ronnie in Kentucky.
Hello, Sam. Hello, Nicole. Oh, by the way, Nicole, I just want to let you know you're the perfect recipe of hotness, funk, sexiness. You're just fantastic.
God
thanks.
damn.
Sam.
It's love.
Okay.
Sam, may I suggest that Vince McMahon run as vice president for Donald Trump because they have to vote. They are just, you're fired. That's just perfect, both of them.
It'd be unbeatable, too. I mean, who's not voting for both those guys? Who do you think, maybe, you know who Donald's running mate should be?
Who?
That little bald guy from Apprentice.
No.
The other guy. Yeah. He's great.
Wait, when do you decide who's going to be your running mate? Not to later down.
You don't have to do it till down the road, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he'd be great. What's his name?
I don't know. He's a little bald guy from The Apprentice.
I always call him Dick. I don't know what his name is, but I was just like, hey, Dick's back.
That you just made that up.
He looks like a dick.
No, I think he looks like a nice little guy.
I mean,
a little bald cutie.
Right. He'd be a great president.
Yeah.
Vice president.
Yes, right.
And then they go
possible
like,
president if anything ever happens. If someone decides to assassinate DT.
They go, Donald, this is who you think should take over if anything should happen to you.
Right.
You don't have to worry. Nothing's going to happen to me.
Right.
You don't have to worry. I'll be fine. He doesn't even get the flu. It's not going to happen.
Right.
John on Long Island.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? I got something for Nicole real quick. First of all, Nicole, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
The whole package, like the guy just said. But listen, if every woman votes for Hillary because she's a woman, look at all the blacks that voted for Obama, and look where we are now.
Right.
That's a good point.
Now we're left in a situation where Donald Trump has to make the country great again.
All right.
Because people were uninformed.
See, I just feel like everyone's going to get mad at me. This is why I don't vote. Because if I vote, then I'm voting blindly like an asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm doing nothing to help the country.
I do think it's funny. The elections, what's now? It's June, July, August,
Right.
September, October, November. We have almost a year and a half before the elections.
Right.
And you're saying, I'm uninformed, so I'm not going to vote. Instead of saying, I'm going to take the year and a half and inform myself.
But I never have.
Right.
So I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to.
You're not going to.
Because that's a lie. I'm lying to myself and to you, and I wouldn't do that because we're friends.
But you already know a lot about Donald.
Right.
From the TV.
Right. That's the one way he's got a leg up here.
Right.
I know.
You already know a lot about him from the TV.
Right.
And and Hillary Clinton you remember from Lewinsky.
Right.
So you do know, if those are your two choices.
I know a little bit.
Right. Then you're okay.
Right.
Then you're like, okay, well, her husband got blown.
Right.
And he's from Apprentice.
Right.
So which one do you vote? I say Apprentice every time. I love that show.
I hate that show, by the way. Do you really love that show? Do you watch that?
Every single episode.
You also only watch terrible television. Let's remember that.
Not only.
Okay.
It's one of the things I say. Sometimes I watch good TV. That's not bad TV.
Okay.
It's great. I mean, are other shows on? Yeah, they're on. They're terrible, but they're on. They are on, and I respect that.
So you watch The Apprentice, Utopia, and The Slap, and that's basically your track record.
Utopia and The Slap are not on the air anymore. Those two are not on the air.
I'm aware.
Yeah. John in New York.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Oh, great. I'm just listening to you. I got a million scenarios popping in my head. First thing out of Donald Trump. Barack Obama, you are fired.
That'd be so fun. It'd be fun. He'd get on TV, and he'd say it, and we'd all go, yay!
Wait, is he
Secondly, I'm not using Air Force One. I got my own fleet of planes.
Yeah, no, I'll take the Trump jet. I'll take the Trump.
That way.
Yeah, exactly.
How is he going to handle Hong Dong Kim?
I know exactly how he'll do it. He'll fire him, or he'll just, I mean, Donald Trump is the type of guy I would think that would just kill adversaries. He's very, very competitive.
Isn't his name Kim Jong-un?
Okay, could be.
Whatever. It's Hong Dong Kim.
Or that.
I think that's what it is for sure. I think that's how you say it in his native tongue.
Okay, gotcha.
Not 100% sure on that. Thank you, John.
Has Donald ever run before? He's claimed he was going to, but didn't, and now he officially is?
Right, because he's always said, because when you run for president, all your finances become public.
Oh,
like
gotta go.
And so most people have always assumed that he just talks.
So he's threatening us.
He just because he wants the publicity,
right.
And then when it comes down to actually running, he doesn't do it because he doesn't want people to see his finances. I guess he's in a better place now with that beautiful Scottish golf course, and can show his finances and stuff like that, which he said is approximately $9.2 billion.
Could you throw the Sam Roberts show a bone? Can we just get like a taste, Donald?
Right.
DT, we're supporting you here. Actually,
We are.
Sam is, not me.
Well, what if he gives $5 million to the show, and then I will give you $10,000?
Then maybe I'll think about supporting him.
Okay, you are not a great negotiator, Nicole. You got to listen to the numbers I just said.
I don't care.
I just said $5 million for me, $10,000 for you.
10,000 sounds awesome.
That's a terrible deal, Nicole.
Who cares? Do you have 10,000 in your pocket right now? No. So 10,000 is better than no thousand.
Okay, but you could have asked for more.
Okay.
I had $5 million in the budget.
So that was a practice round.
And you settled for 10,000.
Well, it doesn't take a lot from me, okay?
No, it doesn't. Apparently not. I should have gone for 7. I had no idea. Let's go to Francis. You're on Sam Roberts Show. If anybody else wants to call in, by the way, the number's 866-969-1969 to talk to yours truly, Sam Roberts and Nicole Ryan.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah.
You haven't talked about the biggest thing. How hot would the First Lady be?
Oh, my God. He's going to... First of all,
great point.
It's going to be the First Lady. Every speech is going to start. It's going to be State of the Union. And he's going to say, first, can we take a second to look at how beautiful Melania looks tonight? Can we take a second to look?
No, he's going to say, check out my bitch.
Right. And then he's like, and also, can we look at the first daughter? Beautiful. Beautiful. Is she beautiful or is she not?
And she's a great businesswoman as well.
Yes.
I follow her on Instagram.
She could be the president, too.
Oh, now you're pushing it.
And she would be the first president that I've jerked off to. I've never done that to a president.
Have you jerked off to Ivanka Trump?
What?
Really?
How many times?
Oh, like a lot?
Yeah. I once went to a press conference where I sat behind her, so you understand.
Okay.
Yeah, you get that.
Totally.
I smelled her ponytail.
Was it so delish?
Oh, it was great. It was exactly what you think.
All right, I get it now.
She would be, though.
Yeah?
I've never done that to a president or even somebody that's run for president.
History being made again.
Yeah. Joseph.
Sammy Brand Muffin.
What's going on, pal?
Hey, I'm thinking if Donald Trump gets voted in and he's able to resurrect Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, as his running mate, he should also resurrect The Undertaker to be his Secretary of Defense.
Oh, dude, nobody can beat The Undertaker. That's the thing. And Donald Trump knows that.
Yeah.
That if he had The Undertaker as his Secretary of Defense... First of all, I don't know why Donald Trump is just hiring wrestlers, but he's the one who said he was going to resurrect the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
He did. His words.
Right. Nobody beats The Undertaker. He'd be a great Secretary of Defense. That'd be almost as good as just bringing Stone Cold on board.
You know how you have people that come in and do like media training,
right.
And then those. I feel like he needs it like for when he's doing television appearances.
Right.
He needs someone to help him like open his eyes a little.
Right.
He's going to run for president and speak more, like make his mouth more pronounced.
But here's the great thing about Donald Trump. He goes, I understand you have some media training here for me. Here's what we'll do.
Why is he all of a sudden like a New Yorker?
Because he's from New York.
I
It's
know.
Donald Trump. Here's what we'll do. We're going to fire the person you hired. I'll teach the media training.
Right.
Donald, it's for you. No. I respect it. I'm sure she's a good teacher. For media training, I don't think so. Not as much. But I'm sure I like her.
Okay.
I like her as a person, not a great teacher. I'll teach it.
Sounds like an old, like it sounds like my grandfather. That's not what Donald
I
Trump
would vote for your grandfather.
Would you?
I would. If he sounded like Donald Trump.
Right. That's not what Donald Trump sounds like.
Let's go to Larry in Pennsylvania. That is actually a spot on. Well, hey, Larry, do you think that sounded like Donald Trump?
Sam, my phone is crapping out. I am terribly sorry. I'm going to have to bail.
That's going to really upset a lot of listeners. That there's going to be no Larry today. Oh, boy, are they going to be upset.
Well, I'm sad.
You're the only one. Everybody hates Larry.
For real?
Oh, the listeners can't stand him.
Specifically, Larry, are you making this up? I can never tell if you're telling me the fucking truth.
First of all, I always tell you the truth. I'm like Donald Trump. Second of all, yes, the listeners on Twitter, on Reddit, everywhere. No, Larry, he's the nicest caller in the world. I love him.
So they don't like him because he's nice.
All he does is he calls up, he blows smoke up my ass every show. It's the greatest thing ever. I love Larry.
Good for you, not for the listeners.
But the listeners, they can't stand him.
I get it.
But he keeps getting on somehow. I don't know how he does it.
I mean, probably up to Paul.
DJ Paul.
Come on.
DJ in Oregon.
Hey, how's it going, Sam?
Good, pal.
I was just wanting to comment. People think that having a businessman running the country would be a good thing, but we all know that businesses love taking rights away. You could be 2 minutes late, they'll throw a fit.
Yeah, but the difference between that and Donald Trump is not a businessman. He's a business man.
Oh, God, I knew that was coming. Really?
I mean, so you think Donald Trump is going to take rights away?
No, I'm not saying that. People are always like, oh, you need to run it like a business. But the thing is, it's a country. It's not a business.
Right.
It's two different things.
I guess, but the government is run like the shittiest business ever. Like, there's all kinds of red tape, and there's one CEO and all this stuff. I need, in terms of rights, though, I'm glad you called in, DJ. Because I need to talk, somebody needs to talk to Donald Trump for me. Get this message out to him. Maybe I'll show up at his next press conference.
Okay.
because I need to know where he stands. Because right now I'm fully supporting Donald Trump, mainly because he's been at the most WrestleManias of any candidate.
And you've jerked off to his daughter.
And I've jerked off to his daughter, and I would tell him that, and that, how much respect I have for him because of that. But is he going to make it more difficult for me to transition into a wombat? Because if that's the case, I don't know how far my support can go.
I'm not sure how progressive he is when it comes to wombat transitioning.
Wombat rights?
Wombat rights.
Yes.
In the trans wombat community.
Yes.
I'm not sure how he feels about that. We'll have to, if we can get him in here.
Because, I mean, we've heard from Caitlyn Jenner, who's transitioned into a woman.
Right.
We've heard from Rachel Dolezal, who's transitioned into a black person. Now I'm just saying that I'm starting the transition. People have sent me mock-ups on Twitter at SR Show SXM on Twitter. You've seen them, I'm sure.
They're amazing, actually.
Right, and you could see where it's like, you know what? Now that his face is on that body, he was born to be a wombat.
Yeah, I get that that's what your soul really feels you are.
Yeah, and so I really just want to make sure that Donald Trump is with me on that journey. Hopefully somebody can get that message out to him.
That would be amazing.
Because he didn't, in the first, like...
It'd be a game changer.
He said a lot in that first speech.
Don't play it again. Don't, okay?
Sadly, the American dream is dead.
Wish he hadn't brought that up again.
But if I get elected president, I will bring it back.
I wish he had that kind of voodoo power.
And stronger than ever before.
That's right.
And we will make America great again. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
Woo!
DT.
Yeah! I wish if he had that kind of voodoo power where he could bring people back from the dead, he wouldn't hold it over our heads. Like, I can bring this person back from the dead.
I mean, how do you know he can't?
But you have to vote for me for president. Because he said he's not going to do it until he wins the election. Like, Dusty Rhodes is dead now.
Right.
And Donald Trump said he won't bring him back until he wins the election.
Maybe he's got some peeps down at the bayou.
Right. I saw American Horror Story.
I mean,
I know how it works. Let's go to Snowy in Michigan. What's going on, Snowy?
If he got Papa Shango, he raise him from the dead.
True.
Listen, I'd sooner vote for Chip Chipperson as president. Once this guy realizes he can't get up and you're fired, everybody in Congress and the Senate and the judicial, he's not going to want the job. He gets up and fire people.
I do wonder if Donald Trump realizes how much team player involvement there is in being president.
I don't think that he does.
Well, maybe he's going to reinvent the job.
No.
You don't think so?
And I see him like going into the White House if he was elected, which is never going to happen. I just want to say that. And I feel like all the people that have worked at the White House for like a bajillion years, he'll walk around just for fun and be like, "You're fired, you're fired, you're fired."
I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm kidding.
But not get out of here.
Yeah, but you not kidding.
Right.
Yeah, you're fired. Kidding. You're fired. Kidding. You're fired. No, you're fired.
Why is he an old Brooklyn
That's how he says it. You're fired.
I need to find a clip of it because I don't think that's how he says it.
This is what he sounds like.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States.
Incredible. An incredible day. An incredible day for history. And how great is it going to be when he's sworn in and he's up there and there's people as far as the eye can see, thousands of people spread across that White House lawn. And he's up there on that, on the thing that they go up on.
Yeah, that thing.
And they go, Mr. Trump, will you please place your right hand on the Bible? And he says, absolutely. First, can I just say, let's all look at how beautiful Melania looks this morning?
My bitch.
Can we all look at how beautiful Melania looks? Second, Obama, you're fired. I'm kidding. Here we go. How great would that be? It'd be the greatest swearing in of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great. It's just not going to happen.
Never since Theodore Roosevelt has there been a Rough Rider as strong as Donald Trump. Stop, drop. That's how Rough Riders roll.
Okay.
Okay, and Donald Trump, this is going to be great.
Okay.
Let's go to Elton. What's going on, Elton?
I apologize if you've already talked about this already. I'm guessing you would. Mm-hmm. But did you change the name of the show from the Sam Roberts show to Sam Roberts Show because of that douchey guy Lucian or whatever that was doing the live reads on O&J show or O&A show? He was stating the name of the show all the time. He couldn't get it right once. He did it like 10 times.
Oh, Tommy Wiseau? No.
Yeah.
The name, I miss Tommy Wiseau every day, but the name of the show is Sam Roberts Show. There's an apostrophe after the S in Roberts.
Sam Roberts Show.
Because it's possessive. It's Sam Roberts Show. It's my show. It's possessive, and that's what it's called. There's no the.
It was a little difficult for Tom Show, but it's okay.
Sam Roberts Show.
Sam Roberts Show.
Poo, poo, poo. We should find those and play them at some point today. ID and NJ?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, man, I figure since Donald has the power of resurrection, I propose Anna Nicole Smith is the education czar.
Yeah.
Randy Macho Man Savage could be the Secretary of State.
Okay.
And Heath Ledger, since he did such a good job as a Joker, he could be Secretary of Defense.
Wow.
That's true. And he could have those little grenades that hang out of his inside pockets. Like, imagine going in to, like, ISIS, and ISIS being like, Buddha, 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 which means we're going to cut your head off.
Is that what they say?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Heath Ledger opens his jacket up, and he's got his finger on the little pull string for the grenades. And they go, okay, we are only kidding, we are only kidding.
So the Joker could end ISIS.
I think so.
It's actually not a bad idea.
If anybody could. But it's not going to happen without the Donald and his power to resurrect people.
DT.
It's not going to happen. Oh, my God. So
I'm exhausted from this, by the way.
So much great news. So much great news. This country is amazing. I've been getting hit on Twitter. Look at this photo. And we can tweet the photo at SR Show SXM on Twitter. I've been getting hit with this. I got hit with this photo a few months back.
Stop saying I got hit with this photo like you're bad.
So this photo started hitting me because I was getting hit with it. A few months back, I started getting this photo sent to me, and then it disappeared, and now it's popped back up. People are calling this the love child of myself and Drake.
Let me see. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That's not me. It doesn't look like me.
I'm aware it's not you, and of course
that is a not attractive person.
I know.
It's an ugly man.
But Drake is a little. It's got your hair and Drake's face. So your face does not look like this.
Drake is the fucking man. Drake's not ugly
He's
either.
the man, but he's not terribly like. He's not like.
He's not a good-looking guy.
I call him handsome. He's got a little. He's a Neanderthalic.
You think so?
A little bit.
It's this white guy. He looks like I said on my Twitter. He looks like he's sad.
He does look sad.
But I think it's because Rachel Dolezal took all his heat. He was sitting there going like, I'm a white black guy.
You just had terrible news. You found out something terrible.
Oh man, you're my dad. You're white too.
Totally.
Yeah, but I keep having that photo sent to me, and we'll put that up on SR Show SXM on Twitter. I want to state for the record, it's ruining my life. That's not me. It's not Drake either. It doesn't look like me, and it has nothing to do with anything that I'm doing. And if Donald Trump is president, we will not have that photo pop up anymore. Have you seen Jurassic World?
I haven't, and I'm going to. I promise. I know. I mean, obviously, it broke some pretty big records.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. I want to talk about Jurassic World because I didn't get to it yesterday. I also want to talk about this Dave Grohl thing. So much happening. The Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. Not interested in that.
I mean, you know I'm not. So why? Neither are you. Since when do you like hockey? You don't give a shit about hockey.
No, but I was aware of it, and I was paying attention to the surrounding circumstances.
I was too, because I was sleeping on the couch next to my husband while he was watching it.
Was he cheering?
He was cheering.
Did you like the Blackhawks or the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I couldn't even tell you.
Of course you couldn't. Well, all that stuff to get into, and DJ Whoo Kid is on his way here now.
Right.
Well, he'll be here.
Okay.
I talked to him literally today, in person, and he said, "Yeah, I'm on my way over there. I just got to do this."
Well, he always says.
It might be a while, but we're going to figure out where Waka Flocka Flame stands as far as the presidential election. I also want to get DJ Whoo Kid's opinion on Rachel Dolezal. That's the one voice that we haven't gotten yet is DJ Whoo Kid. All that and so much more still to come here on Sam Roberts Show. Don't you dare move. How can this not give you the spirit of America on maybe America's greatest day? Today. The day that Donald Trump announced his candidacy. Not his intention to run, but the fact that he is going to run for the presidency of these United States of America. God damn, it feels good to be a patriot.
I don't want this song playing while we're talking about DT.
It's America.
I know.
We're talking about America.
I'm aware.
When this song was written, Ray Charles was around, and he couldn't see, but he could hear that America was a great country.
Do you think he had DT in mind when he was writing the song?
First of all, nobody calls him DT. Aren't the DTs the things you get when you shake of alcoholism?
Oh, no.
Yeah, isn't that the DTs?
Like the Tremors?
Yeah.
I hope not. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not the DT, it's the Donald. This is how he's known. Like, that's how he's known. The Donald. You think anybody calls him the Barack?
No.
He's so lame, because you know why? Because he's a dork. You know what Donald Trump isn't? He's not a dork.
Okay, you know what? I'll get behind Donald Trump if I can see him fresh out of the shower with a towel on. I want his towel on, but I have to see what his head looks like when he comes out of the shower with wet hair.
I understand why Nicole would want to see this body. I get it.
He's not an old Jewish
Yes,
man.
he is.
What's wrong with you?
He kind of sounds like that, though. Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show. Here every day, XM 103 Series 206. Nicole is here. Nicole Ryan, of course. You can follow her on Twitter at MashupNicole. You can follow yours truly, Sam Roberts, on Twitter at NotSam. Or, even better yet, follow the whole show on Twitter at SR Show SXM on Twitter. I believe during the break, Paul did what was requested on the internet of him and did indeed post a cleavage shot. So not only do we have breaking news, but we've got pictures of breasts. Right. All available at SR Show SXM on Twitter. So, Nicole, you did not see Jurassic Park or Jurassic World.
But I'm super attracted to Chris Pratt, and I would love to bang him.
Is that okay? All right. So there's that.
Yeah.
You should have seen the movie. He's in it a bunch.
I know. I'm going to see it. I just haven't seen it yet.
I felt like he was wearing weird eyeliner throughout the whole film.
He might have been. They wear makeup during movies. I don't ever see a movie on opening weekend. I'm like not that girl. It's like annoying. It's annoying.
What, like you're not the type of person who hosts a weekly or a daily topical morning show, so why see a movie when it comes out?
No, I'm not. I don't feel like dealing with the crowds. I want to like...
Oh, excuse me. See, that's the difference between you and me, and that's what we've been talking about is I love America.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, totally.
And like I love being with Americans.
Yeah.
And the people who go to movies as well. So,
right.
So I will go to. I would definitely go see a movie on opening weekend.
Were you happy with what you saw?
I mean, it was stupid. It was
yeah, but it was stupid.
I mean, what do you think? It's going to be not a stupid movie. It's Jurassic World. It's a bunch of dinosaurs kicking the shit out of each other.
I heard it was a little too much CGI.
I mean, it's dinosaurs. What do you mean too much CGI?
I feel like
Sorry, they didn't actually find dinosaurs.
I feel like we have enough money and technology now that you don't need to use CGI that they could have built these motherfuckers. I'm just saying.
Then it would have looked like machines.
No, it could have made it not look like machines.
Oh, maybe they didn't think of that.
I'm just saying. I feel like, didn't they do that with, what are the big robot things? What is that movie?
Rock'em Sock'em?
No.
Oh, Short Circuit.
No! Transformers.
Oh.
That's not all CGI'd, right? Didn't they actually build some of that stuff?
It's CGI. They didn't build giant robots that transform into cars.
No, I know that it's like not real.
Because you know what they would do if they had those?
What?
They would just sell them and say, look, your car can turn into a robot that destroys things. They had no Decepticons.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, there was CGI in the movie, but it was dinosaurs fighting with each other.
Was there any sexy time in this one?
A couple of the Raptors started fucking at one point.
No! Did Chris Pratt get it on with Bryce?
No.
Come on.
No, there were no sex scenes.
An insinuated sex scene?
No. It was just like the entire movie was running away from dinosaurs.
Well, now I'm disappointed. Now I might not even go.
They went to the dinosaur park, and then they realized that they were in bed with an evil government official, and it made it so that then a dinosaur escaped.
Were the Velociraptors back?
Yeah.
They're the scariest.
The Velociraptors played a strong part in this. But I was sitting there and I was watching the movie. And the movie, by the way, just destroyed any sort of record that they thought it was going to. So it's now, it's got a reported $204.6 million domestic.
Yeah, what's worldwide? Something crazy like 5.
Yeah, it was. It was $500 million worldwide. Second biggest opening of all time. Destroyed the Avengers this year and almost hit the Avengers last year. Last year, the Avengers made 2 years ago, however long ago, stupid first Avengers movie that's exactly the same as the second one. The first Avengers movie made $207 million. Jurassic World made $204 million over the weekend. But I was sitting there watching it, and I guess the kind of moral message is that you shouldn't have fucked with these dinosaurs and created
nature and science, right?
But and I guess that was the message from the first one, that they were making these dinosaurs out of mosquitoes and tree sap and whatever.
Did it again.
And they did it again, and B.D. Wong was like, I don't give a fuck about that first movie.
Right.
I'm the priest from Oz. I can make whatever dinosaurs I want.
They didn't learn their lesson.
No,
fuck that.
But. And they were like, well, you can't cage these dinosaurs.
No.
And I was looking around at the theater, And I'm thinking to myself, most of the people in this theater would be like, oh man, that was a really good movie. They're right. They shouldn't cage those dinosaurs. All right, kids, next weekend we're going to the zoo. And I was like, how come you can cage a lion, but you can't cage a dinosaur?
The dinosaur's stronger than a lion.
Okay, so it's not a moral thing. It's just, no, they're strong enough to break the bars.
I was at the zoo this week, and now you're making me feel bad.
You should feel bad. The zoo's a terrible place.
I know, but Parker really liked it.
Your little kid liked it.
I understand what you're saying. That animals should be free. We shouldn't cage them like any animal.
Like, I read a story about one of the young producers. It was just like 20-something-year-old who was actually a producer on Game of Thrones or something like that. And she was on an African safari.
Right.
And a lion jumped at her car.
Wow.
Her window was all the way down.
Oh, dear.
So the lion pulled her out of the car and ate her to death. Killed her.
Right.
Not one part of me felt bad.
Why? Because it's almost like... Because
if you're going to drive through where a lion lives, you don't slow down. You drive faster.
I thought you were going to say karma for the zoos.
Well...
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the same thing to me. I don't understand this people's fascination with having to slow down and stare at wildlife.
They're beautiful creatures, and it's
and they're fucking bummed because a bunch of idiots are bringing their little babies that are getting a kick out of seeing these wild animals that should be eating them.
Yeah, I understand, and I'm a huge animal advocate, and I love animals. I think people should like adopt cats and dogs and all that crap, and don't buy and adopt, don't shop, all that crap.
Right.
But like, I feel like as long as they're treated well, and
they're not treated well.
Not, and maybe in some zoos they are.
No.
But don't tell me that you didn't love going to the zoo as a child. You can't.
Oh, I was okay, but I was a very lazy child. I liked being inside as a child. So that was, for me, I'll tell you, I didn't like the zoo as a child, but not because of the animals, because I had to leave the TV.
Right.
So that, I was fine morally with the zoo as a kid, but I didn't want to leave the couch. I didn't want to go outside. Don't go to the zoo in the winter. You go when it's warm out and it's fucking hot, and I don't want to be here, and there's all kinds of stuff I could be watching on TV right now.
Like the seals were doing all these tricks this weekend,
right.
And they seemed happy. They got like a buffet of fish.
They got electric prodded until they learned all those tricks.
No, that's not how it works.
I think it is.
Maybe it's SeaWorld.
Yeah, exactly. You see that SeaWorld documentary? Before that Blackfish or whatever that movie's called, everybody was like, yeah, they got big pools. Killer whales love pools.
No, I know they don't love pools, and I would never go to SeaWorld.
And they're just under the water going,
that was a great
Thank you.
whale.
And I'm sitting there going like, these whales are just screaming.
Shit.
Because they're so unpleasant. You don't think the lion is like, oh, great. Another day in Central Park. This is where I belong.
How do you know that's not like a sound of joy? You don't know. You don't speak whale.
I'm so happy at that kid's face. I'm making people happy. It's what I wanted to do. All these animals are like, you know what? It's an unpleasant existence for me, but at the end of the day, we're making people happy. And isn't that what it's all about?
So you think like zoos everywhere should be banished? We shouldn't be able to like. We should.
I think Planet of the Apes is like one of the greatest movies ever because all these apes escape.
What's your name?
Like, I don't think we should be able to poach animals. That's horrific.
Like, if I found out that a bunch of polar bears escaped and started eating people in a zoo,
you'd be happy.
I would go against my species. And I'd be like, you're right on this, polar bears. I'd stay in my house because the polar bears wouldn't understand that I was on their side.
Right.
They would take umbrage with me because, I'm not a polar bear.
Right.
And then they probably start eating each other because they're stupid animals and we're people.
They would never do that, and I'm going to tell them you said that.
They won't.
You're talking shit now. You're not going against your species.
Hey, polar bears, guess what Sam was saying about you? And they'll be like, delicious, and they'll eat you before you get it out.
I am delicious.
Because they're polar bears. And
I'm delicious.
Because you smell like peaches most of the time. Greg, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Hello, Sam. How are you today?
Good, pal.
I actually used to live in South Africa in Kromdraai, where that lion and rhino park is, where the producer got eaten.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even the first person to get eaten at that park. And it's not the lion's fault because humans are stupid.
It's not at all the lion's fault.
No, it's not the lion's fault at all. It's totally her fault.
Yes.
Now, in that park, they actually have an area, and before you drive in, it says this is a predator's park. Keep your doors locked. Keep your windows up.
Yeah, like, how about this? Don't even drive in here, because in here is where animals come that just eat stuff.
But if you do go in...
The same park will actually have people make a huge circle with their cars, and then they will pull out, they'll drive a truck into the predator area, and they will pull out a dead carcass of some large animal, and they'll let the lions eat it in front of you. They'll also do that with cheetah, so you can sit and watch this happen. And no one gets eaten there. It's only when they drive through the very long park. Now, if you off air, I can actually give you the name of my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
You can see some of the video I took in that park.
I'm scared.
And some of it's cool. Like, I know that your fake co-host, because you don't really have a real co-host yet.
I don't.
You're not worthy of one.
No. Greg, I want you to understand. I'm lining up these co-hosts to all battle each other. This is what's happening.
Show.
Okay,
To pick the clothing they wear?
I'm literally worthy of all of them, but then I'm going to do a live show from the desert. And I'm going to give everybody cars with spikes on them. And there's going to be one, I think Katie Linendahl is going to be chained to the roof of one with a guitar.
Perfect.
And all those amplifiers and
Awesome.
that shoots fire. And all these chicks are going to, Jackie Moran's going to be there. And I'm going to bring in Taylor Strecker. All these chicks are going to be there, and they're all going to just terror dome it up.
Well, you should totally make a movie about that, because that sounds really, really good movie, too.
Thanks, dude. I just thought of it.
If you check it out, there's also an area in that park that you can go to where you get to play with baby tigers.
See, that sounds adorable.
It does.
Baby leopards, baby cheetah, $5.
I don't.
Really awesome.
I don't mind driving through an animal's habitat if it's set up for you to drive through and whatever, and you can see them in their habitat.
Their own natural habitat.
No,
but
you don't want to do that either, because we drove through.
Oh my God!
We drove through the largest reserve, Kruger National Park.
Yeah.
And we had an elephant get very aggressive at our car and walk us very aggressively backwards almost 3 kilometers. A week later, that same elephant, in its natural environment, in that giant wildlife preserve, it just happened to have an area for cars to drive through. The elephant, there were a couple of British tourists that tried to drive past. You can check this out. It was Christmas 2 years ago. These tourists decided to drive past the elephant, and it gored the car, flipped the car, and they had to kill the elephant.
Why would you kill the elephant? Kill the people in the car.
Well, because the elephant has now been aggressive towards the car, and it's learned that it can.
An elephant never forgets and loves peanuts. Give it some peanuts and just chill it out a little bit. Elephants love peanuts. All right, thank you for the call, Greg. You're kind of a bummer.
Why were you just so nice to him? He just said that you weren't worthy.
I'm telling you, don't fuck with animals.
Oh, I get it, but you said that he wasn't worthy of a co-host, and I thought that was downright mean.
No, thank you for supporting me.
He's not worthy of co-host yet because he hasn't had the show long enough yet.
Okay.
Establish himself.
Gotcha.
Don't buckle. Individual.
All right. Goodbye, Greg. All right, enough.
Don't hang up.
Wait, he just keeps talking.
All right.
Let's go to Michael.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Listen, I've got a pretty good story. It's not Africa or lions, but just as absurd. When I was a kid, one of my earliest memories of visiting family in Canada was going to the local garbage dump around dusk and waiting for the bears to come in and eat. And we would sit with the windows down. Bears, I don't remember exactly how close I got. I was pretty young, but that was entertainment.
All right, kids, get in. It's time for the show. Your Sunday show's on, kids.
Jesus.
We're headed out to the dump.
I live in Arkansas now, and I thought that I had seen it all as far as rednecks in Arkansas. I started talking about that, and that memory just popped in. I hadn't thought about that in 30 years, and thought about that, and I think the Canadians have got the Arkansas people beat on redneckness.
Yeah, I think that's right. Thanks, Michael. We can fit 5 of y'all in the back seat. Just keep your goddamn hands in the window.
What's wrong with people?
Keep your hands in the window.
Only in Arkansas, right? Not only in Arkansas, probably in a lot of
many
states.
places, yeah. Anywhere where there's bears. I'm telling you, I was watching the Jurassic World movie, and I was watching. There was this feeling of happiness that I think everybody in the audience got, because I think it's what the intention of the movie was, that when the dinosaurs kind of got free and started attacking people, it was like, good, it's fucking dinosaurs, that's good.
Yeah.
I would feel the same way if it happened with lions,
right,
or it happened with tigers, or it happened with bears. Oh my.
Right.
You know?
There's definitely a lot more of that feeling, I think, in the world than there used to be.
There was no part of you when you were at the zoo going, you know what? Let me intellectualize what's going on here. Let me really think about this and realize There's no way. This is jail for animals, and we're just looking.
There's certain things. Like, I think some animals are put in an area where they have, like, a lot of room, and then certain animals, like, there was, like, a monkey that was he was so cute, and he seemed like he didn't have enough room. So I would hope that he had been put in a bigger area. But. Was there any
rooms the size of the jungle, for instance?
No.
Okay.
There was not.
When you say a lot of room, do you mean the desert? Do you mean the Sahara?
No.
Not quite that much?
No,
not as fun. Antarctica?
Nope.
No.
Not even close.
Okay. Let's go to Duffy. What's going on, pal?
Nothing much, man. I was just in Yellowstone, and there's a whole bunch
Duffy!
What up, brother, man? And there's a whole bunch of buffalo, and you drive through the thing, and people are just pulling over, walking into fields with buffalo, and this one car got rammed, and it got hit on the side with head first into a buffalo and tore a car up pretty good.
Wow.
See, that's great. See, this is where I'm at, and I like that, Duffy. Thank you for the call. This is where I'm at. This is why I hate deer. Because...
they fuck up your cars bad.
Because animals, if you go into their space, and then they fuck you up, good, you're in their space.
Right.
Deer
come into our space.
Come into human space.
Yeah.
And all they do is spread Lyme disease and fuck up people's cars and kill them in automobile accidents.
And eat their gardens.
Yeah, I mean, the gardens thing is probably behind automobile fatalities and Lyme disease. But still unpleasant.
That used to be their space before we built a house or a road.
All right, all right, tell to the Native Americans, all right? We got it, but it's over. It happened. All right. You know? We're the dominant species, period. Does that mean we have to rub it in and trap them in like fucking pens? So tiny little babies? Because a grown human being is the dominant species. A baby is not. Babies are not dominant over any species. Right. Dogs are better than babies. They'll beat them every time.
Like, Parker got to, like, feed the goats and, like, the sheep and stuff, and they seemed happy, and...
The
like,
goats
whatever.
and the sheep, that's fine. They're they're farm animals.
So see, now you're deciding certain animals are more important than others.
Of course they are. It's the food chain, Nicole.
So, which is a more important animal? A monkey or a goat?
A monkey. That's easy.
A sheep or a seal?
Seal.
But how are you making these decisions?
Because a sheep is just an idiot that lives on a farm and makes sweaters with its skin. That's all sheep do.
People eat sheep, too.
Good.
Right? We eat sheep?
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops, yes.
Seals, they live in the water. Like, seals are far away. Like, leave us alone. We're doing our thing. Well, Sheeps live on a farm.
We're in Central Park this weekend. Just letting you know.
Yeah, not that far.
Not that far.
There's a whole bunch of them in the water in Central Park.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dunphy.
Oh, you sure?
Is your name Dunphy?
No, that's my last name. I got a little excited when I got in the show. My name's Darren.
Okay, what's going on, Darren? This one I won't blame Paul on it for this one.
We were I'm up in Canada. We were going through Jasper National Park, and all along the ways there's wildlife everywhere, especially mountain goats. And my family's from the East Coast. We're on the West Coast right now, and they all thought it'd be a good idea to get out of their vehicles and take pictures of the mountain goats. Let's just say they weren't a fan of that and one ended up charging my uncle and ramming him in the leg and broke his leg.
It's amazing.
Good.
I know. We all still laugh about it.
That's amazing. Thank you, Darren.
Cool, man.
I'll talk to you later. That's what should happen, because the reason that human beings are the dominant species is because we're smarter than every other animal. We are smart enough to use tools. Tools build houses. That's why stay in your house and you're the dominant species. You know what we're not as good at? Ramming shit.
Well, we just have opposable thumbs. That's really the only way that we can use tools. I'm sure, like...
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right? Isn't that why we can hold tools?
We're smarter. Yeah. We figured out how to build tools. We're not just... The difference between us and other species is not just the thumb.
Well, that's part of it.
That is a part of it. I'll give you that. I don't want to jump on your case.
Okay, thank you.
That is a part of it. But, I mean, I'm sorry, you're right, Nicole. Most human beings are smarter than other species. I guess I can't speak for all of them.
Aren't dolphins supposed to be...
I mean, uninformed. Go on.
You're very funny.
Go on.
Aren't dolphins supposed to be, like, not as smart as us, but, like, close?
You got that information from Elijah Wood in Flipper. The movie version of the TV show.
Okay, so there's no species that's even close to us?
I think dolphins are supposed to be, I think pigs are smart, dolphins are smart, and monkeys are smart.
Pigs are smart?
Pigs are fucking smart as shit. You ever see that Charlotte's Web?
No, pigs are not smart. You're wrong.
Pigs can talk to spiders.
No. I hate you.
No, pigs are smart.
No, they're not, because that's one of the reasons I don't feel bad about eating bacon. Because I just feel like they're just like...
Guess what? They're all smart enough to know how bad that shit hurts when they get skinned. If you're going to eat meat, don't worry about how smart they are, because they will all feel pain, and then you eat them.
No, don't we try to kill them quick?
I'm not even going to mention the name of this documentary.
I don't want to see it. I know. I can't.
Opie made me watch it.
And I'm not watching it because I'm the biggest carnivore ever. Please don't. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me the name. I'm not watching it.
It was horrible. They showed meat being made.
I'm taking off my headphones.
They showed fur, like how the fur industry, leather. It's awful.
Okay.
It's called Earthlings.
Thanks. I bet Opie is still wearing a fur coat, that one that he owns.
I had a McChicken sandwich immediately after watching the movie. Curran in Canada.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Not bad, man. I just wanted to talk about the time I made the big mistake of feeding a Filipino family, and they wouldn't stop coming to my fucking house.
Okay, Filipino families are not animals. That's actually part of the human species. Yeah, no. Filipinos are part of our human species.
It's really offensive.
Oh shit! My bad. I'm sorry.
All right, which is as long as I forgive, as long as you correct your behavior going forward.
From now on, I will not feed the Filipino. Oh, they're right there.
No, that's not. I didn't. I'm going to hang up on you, Karen. I'm not telling you to stop feeding the Filipino.
My nanny is Filipino, and she's a lovely woman that I care about deeply.
And she is just as human as the rest of us.
Yeah, she is.
She's probably smarter than a lot of us. Nicole. Let's go to George. George, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Hey, what's going on? I'm calling again. Happy I'm going through two things. One is, in terms of the Filipino thing, that was fucked up.
That's fucked up.
It's a derogatory term for them. Like, the equivalent N-word for Filipinos is calling them a flip.
Okay, I wish you had, I don't know why we added that. It just seems to add to
I was just saying that because of the whole freaking Filipino thing, but in regards to the pig comment you were making,
yeah.
In regards to the pig comment,
yeah, you're a terrible person. Go ahead.
I'm evil.
Yeah.
Pigs are supposed to be more intelligent than dogs in terms of training, the amount of tricks and stuff they get. So they are highly intelligent animals.
Yeah.
Same thing. You'll talk about dolphins and stuff, but that's more or less it. Those are my two little tidbits. So
thanks, buddy. See, pigs are fucking smart. That's why they got the spirally tail.
They're so delicious.
They're unbelievably great to eat.
But I guess it depends on the country. Like dogs are domestic animals for us, but they're not necessarily in others. Like, didn't Ricky Gervais just he always tweets all this stuff about like how there's a dog festival where they kill all these dogs and like eat them. Like, that makes me sick. But maybe they think that it's gross that we eat pig.
I mean,
they eat pig too.
Everybody eats pig. It's so fucking good.
But like in India, they don't like that we eat cow.
Cow's a sacred animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, pig is unbelievable. There's no reason. Yeah, pigs are very smart. They also, I mean, you're not going to give up bacon though.
No, I can't. I can't physically do it.
No, I would never do it.
I can't live without it.
I eat Subway bacon from Subway, like the store.
Probably isn't even real. Probably isn't even a pig.
Yeah, that I feel better about.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, no smart pig died for this.
Right.
Microwave shit.
Oh, look who decided to show up. So sweet of you to join us.
Whoo Kid, I was just explaining the food chain to Nicole.
Oh, shit.
That's right. Let's go to Whoo Kid's here. Let's go to Cliff. What's going on, Cliff?
Hey, just wondering, why haven't we killed all the dumb deer yet that still run in front of cars?
Everybody knows that I am a strong advocate, and I've said this before, for making deer extinct. Deer and bees. That's my thing.
Deer and bees. But we're not going back to the bees.
No, we're not going back. You got to talk into the side, Whoo Kid.
Oh, shit.
Just like me.
Hello.
There it is. There it is. DJ Whoo Kid is here.
Nicole is the meat.
I am not the meat.
Are you the venison?
I see. It's getting very weird in here. Whoo Kid's introduction to a room is always very creepy.
Well, I've had venison.
Yeah, is that right? You just figure out. Do you just go home and like think of words that you could put weird emphasis on?
No, because when you taste it, you got to bite it slow. You got to rip the meat.
That's right. That's right. Did you see Jurassic World?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Didn't love it.
There's a bunch of dinosaurs fighting each other.
I mean, that's the only thing that was good, but the characters was so fucking lame. Like,
Oh, the people in it are just stupid.
The bad guys was horrible. Like,
Really?
the evil guy was whack.
I mean,
the evil guy is Vincent D'Onofrio.
It
wasn't exactly Full Metal Jacket.
I'm just saying, if they had added a little sexy time, that might have saved the movie.
No movie. I don't think you could throw dick and pussy on there.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You were looking for penetration, full on like
dinosaur sex,
hardcore penetration.
Right.
Nah, but the thing is, I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but I think then don't. It definitely wasn't no Full Metal Jacket, but it's just.
I mean, it was
stupid.
It's a stupid movie, but that's why it's exactly what I said. I said, yeah, it was good. It was stupid.
Can I say one thing? Like,
yes, you may.
I mean, come on, man. This guy wants to turn the dinosaurs into a military weapon. Like, come on, man.
Kind of
That's
smart
too far.
to me.
Of course, it's smart to you.
The fuck's the what?
Stupidest shit
You know what?
ever.
Honestly, Nicole would probably be like, "Wow, that's actually there's a lot of depth in that movie."
So you gotta tell me we're gonna have like velociraptors.
He was. The plot of the movie is the evil military man wants to turn velociraptors into a military weapon.
That's smart.
Which is super far-fetched. Come on, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but
It makes no sense whatsoever.
the movie isn't real. Of course, it doesn't make sense. It's a fantasy.
Okay, I'm going back to my lions theory. Why don't you just make lions weapons then?
Exactly.
Why don't you throw a bunch of hippopotamuses on the battlefield?
Yeah, throw them on the fucking whatever, the air carrier.
Right.
Let them loose.
Operation Dumbo Drop.
Sharks. We'll get some sharks out there.
Hippos are really, really dangerous, aren't they? They can fuck you up.
They can fuck you up. So let's send them to Iraq.
Yeah.
Let's send them to Chirac.
They're immensely, terrifyingly dangerous, but we're not using them as military weapons. Why is it now we're going to use fucking velociraptors?
You know why we're not going to use velociraptors? Because even in Jurassic World, we've got bombs. We got bombs that we can use instead of dinosaurs. Oh my God, Tyler.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hanging.
I wanted to. I just got back into my truck and I heard y'all talking about pigs, and I have to offer some insight. I'm an agriculture major, and pigs, they got a corkscrew penis, and when they come, they can fill up a Coke can. In case you were wondering.
Yeah.
See,
So they have
they're smart and they come all over the place. They are one of the more dominant species.
I didn't take that as they come all over the place. I took that as they come a lot. If it could fill up a Coke can,
That's what I mean. It can go everywhere. There's plenty. There's plenty to spread around. That's all I meant.
How big is a Coke can?
How big is a Coke can? It's a 12-ounce can. What are you talking about?
I haven't drank Coke in a while.
I've seen you drink soda in the hallway.
He says, I haven't drank Coke in a while, and then he looks at he looks at Nicole like he's bragging. I don't even know what he's talking about.
I'm
You're
on
on
a
a
health
different
kick.
planet.
Drinking that coffee, nigga.
Yeah, no, I know you are, Whoo Kid. I know you are. You don't know what a Coke can is because you're just so above all of us. Let's go to Brian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Well, I understand that raptors are extremely, kind of far-fetched.
Yes.
How would you control them and whatnot? But to kind of shed a little bit of light, we use dogs in the military, and we use dolphins to seek out lions.
Yeah, but you don't send dogs out. You're not like, okay, we're going to send out 4 soldiers and 19 dogs to fight the insurgents. Like, the dogs aren't going out there to fight insurgents.
And don't forget to add their side by
Yes,
side.
they are. They do. They absolutely do.
What?
So they don't, it's not like a canine unit. It's no, we'll just send the dogs this time.
Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah.
But the dogs are biting insurgents, and dolphins are finding mines so ships don't get blown up. So.
Just dolphins get blown up.
That's kind of cruel to send a dog out there and blow them motherfuckers up.
They're amazing, though.
At biting? Yeah, they're the best.
No, they're...
I've been bitten by a dog before. What?
What I was talking about.
I didn't know.
They're amazing. They're trained really well, and they do amazing things for our army.
Because they got good noses. They can sniff shit out.
Yeah, they got good noses.
Yeah, now I'm the dumb one.
You sound like a moron.
Come on, my uncle was a general, and the dog used to sniff his dick. It's they tell you if you got to wash it or not.
I think that most of that was not true that you just said.
Yeah, you just made that up.
Yeah.
Jesse in Boston.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Good, pal.
Congrats on the new show.
Thank you.
Hey, I was wondering, have you guys ever heard? I'm not sure. You'll probably get it on YouTube, and your listeners will probably love hearing it. It's a lady calling in to a radio station, I think in Minnesota, and there's a really big deer problem in that area, and she's actually complaining about a deer crossing sign
because he actually thinks the deers are crossing there because they're reading.
I got to tell you something, Jesse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's fake.
It's
a fake video.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a fake video.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm sure they're...
What? Breaking news.
What?
Oh, God. Here we go. This fucking guy.
Terrell Owens, T.O. himself, has decided to endorse Donald Trump.
Seriously?
Breaking news, Terrell Owens endorses Donald Trump. Donald Trump running for president, and Terrell Owens has endorsed him. DJ Whoo Kid, I'm glad you're here.
Is it Donald Trump or is it the toupee?
No.
It's both.
It's Donald Trump, and it's not a toupee. It's very, very natural, but I understand you taking shots, because I want to know, where does Waka Flocka Flame fall on this now? Is Waka Flocka Flame going to walk away from the presidential election now that Donald Trump is running?
No, we're not. We're going at him hard.
You are? Hard in the motherfucking paint?
All the way, baby.
That's what I like to hear.
I like that.
Did you really think that Donald Trump was going to scare Waka Flocka?
Wow, he's a very powerful man.
I mean, who cares?
He's got a lot of respect in the hip-hop community.
We're not scared of Donald Trump.
You're
We'll
not?
Smack that shit off his head.
Wow.
We're going to bring violence to this fucking election first.
You will?
Oh, lovely.
Good.
Perfect.
Leave him stanking?
All the way, baby.
What the fuck you thanking?
This guy's a fucking loser.
Doug, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Hey, Sam, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Hey, Whoo Kid, are you afraid of snakes?
I'm extremely scared of snakes, yep.
Really?
Yeah, snakes and dogs, that's right, man. Most black dudes are afraid of
Yeah, we spiders, snakes, and dogs. Like, you know, dogs chase black people when they do bad things.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't like that shit.
No, I get that.
That's why we run fast.
Well, hey, I got a dog bite story for you. I was talking shit to this high school guy at the store one time when I was in, like, 6th grade.
Yeah?
And he was going to beat my ass. And so I finally got him to give me a head start.
Yeah?
And I fucking ran into this, like, house patio. And I opened the gate door and was going to run in, but there's this, like, huge white German Shepherd in there. And it just fucking grabbed it. It snagged out of my side, you know. It took a little chomp out of my side.
What?
Like, oh, crap. And I just slammed the door, luckily, you know. But I could have been bad, you know.
Well, that's the moral of the story, isn't it? Don't fuck with animals.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
They really, like rip meat off your body like that? Like, they really...
Yeah, dude.
They're angry enough.
Once they're... I mean, it's not even... I don't even think there's levels to dogs. Like, once they bite, they're going in. Either they're playing or they're in to kill.
Yeah.
Which is what you and Waka Flocka need to be, DJ.
No, Waka got a wolf dog. You know that, right?
He has a wolf dog?
Those big wolf dogs. They combine them with...
Like White Fang?
I don't know about that.
I'm willing to bet that it's actually not called, like the breed is not called wolf dog.
They're big.
Now, you've bought dogs before.
Yeah.
Have you ever encountered the wolf dog breed?
I have not heard of that breed.
Oh.
Serious?
Is it an Akita?
No, it's
a wolf dog.
It's combined. It's a shepherd and a wolf, and then it's huge.
So
they're illegal.
I think it just looks like a wolf dog.
And then it talks to me when I'm there. Be like, oh,
he does.
Kid. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's incredible. He says the dog says kid as well.
I mean, I wanted to.
Oh, I understand. Did you see?
Shit.
You remember probably a year ago, we were on Sam Roberts' show. This is when it was only on Fridays, and we were talking about Smash Mouth being the worst band that's ever existed.
I remember.
What?
And I don't think that there was any argument that could be made against it. You tried.
I tried hard.
And did you find one band that was worse than Smash Mouth?
No.
Talking about Hey Now.
Yeah, that's
I like
right.
That song.
You do. You like it.
I love that song. Hey Now. Yeah, All Star.
I like your rendition of it.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, I don't know the fucking words.
It was a fun song. I'm not saying that they're like a quality band, but it was a fun song.
Somebody.
Yeah.
You like this?
Yeah, fucking Shrek and all that. I love Shrek, nigga.
I mean, I don't think there's any denying that Smash Mouth, in hindsight,
and the beat is hot.
That's a hot beat.
The beat is hot.
So you think if I had the Filthy Brothers up here, they would not be mad that I was playing this beat for them?
They'll rap on this.
No, they would not. They get so mad, like they always do.
I feel like the one group of people that hasn't realized that Smash Mouth is, the worst band that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Can you think of a worse band, Whoo Kid?
Oh, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like all of them.
You like all bands?
I mean, the ones that was promoted to the black community.
Yeah.
They never promoted bad bands to the black community.
No, I see.
Good ones.
I see. Yeah, you have to achieve a certain level of success.
Yeah, like Kiss wasn't bad.
Right. Right.
What else wasn't bad?
Right.
Run DMC wasn't bad.
Right.
Fucking around.
Well,
I remember what happened. It was the bands that you said that were equally as bad. I ended up liking.
Right. Like you're like a Creed is pretty good.
I was like Nickelback, not a bad band.
Yeah, which is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, man.
Depeche Mode was hot.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with Depeche Mode.
A little gay, but it was hot.
Quite gay. But I don't think Smash Mouth realizes how bad they are.
They were hot.
Because they're still touring.
They are.
Yeah.
Who knew?
They were in Colorado at the Taste of Fort Collins Festival.
Well, things are going well for them.
It's a food festival, and
yeah.
You like that?
I've been there. That shit is crazy.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they pass out bread.
What?
Unfortunately for Smash Mouth, they pass bread out. It's a food festival, so people have bread.
Okay. Oh, no. Did they throw bread at them?
They started throwing bread at Smash Mouth, yeah.
It's like the Last Supper or something.
Kind of like that, yeah. They started throwing bread at the band as they went on stage. You haven't heard this, Nicole?
I didn't.
Like loaves?
Yeah, like they just started. They get a roll, start fucking slinging the rolls at the Guy Fieri-looking douchebag lead singer.
What do you do? Like when that happens, you keep going. Like I'm not going to let this bother me, or do you run off stage like a little bitch?
What you could do is walk to the end of the stage and start cursing the audience and threatening to beat them up.
Or that's an option.
This is the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
You throw one more piece of shit on fucking stage, I'm gonna come find your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass, whoever the fuck you are out there, okay? You wanna be a badass? Come up here, come on. Walk your badass up here, come on.
You can hear the band in the background, like the one guy was like, brr, 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 brr. The band just wants to keep playing because the band realizes we're fucking Smash Mouth, dude. Of course people are throwing rolls at us. We suck. Like, why wouldn't they be throwing shit at us?
They don't suck. They're all-stars. What are you talking about, man?
I do have to give it to them, though. Like, invite them on stage. If you're willing to throw this bread, you know, because when you're in the audience, you feel almost like invisible. If you're willing to throw this shit on me, up on stage at me, come up here and do something to my face.
But part of the fun of throwing rolls of bread onto at the band that you're seeing is that you get to be anonymous and you get to just do it and there's no consequences.
There wasn't that many people in the audience, apparently.
No. It was a few people. It was I'd say a smattering of people.
Yeah, but you can't get hurt from a loaf of bread. What is
No, you can't. No, you can't. You're right, Whoo Kid.
We should test that tomorrow. I'm going to hit you with a loaf of bread in your face.
Just start slapping me with some Wonder.
Come on stage, badass. Come on. Come on stage. You bring your ass on stage, whoever's throwing shit at me, I will tell you right now, I will beat the fuck out of you. You're a pussy punk bitch.
Yo, I love him now.
You do?
He is gangster. It is Tupac's birthday today, man.
You can hear the band in the background. Now they're just going like, all right, we're playing All-Star. Boom, 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 boom.
He did not go into All-Star after that.
Listen to the music that's playing as he talks.
His face is ready.
That's real.
I'm going to the show for thousands of people right now because I'm going to
Shrek!
You're paying for it, motherfucker, okay?
I love this dude, man. I need that video.
Come on, somebody throw one more thing at me right now.
Did they? Did they?
He's still going. Yeah, they were still chucking bread.
Even after he said one more thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, fuck you, Smash Mouth. You're fucking Smash Mouth. If you want to see the video, it's being posted at SR Show SXM on Twitter. SR Show SXM on Twitter. Listen to the way they start the song, though. They got to play All-Star.
Yeah.
It's not a Smash Mouth song. Yeah.
I'm going to find you out.
That's the backup singer. He's like, fuck it, we're just starting. The lead singer is just sitting there, hands by his side, he's not singing. He's pissed off about all the fucking bread that's being thrown his way. He is pissed off that the stage is being littered with carbohydrates.
But after you've just called everybody pussy bitches, how do you sing that feel-good song?
Somebody once told me the world.
I know, man, but it's hard out there for a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Listen to the fans.
See? I told you it's hot.
You like that, Whoo Kid?
I be dancing with my mother. That shit.
You do?
It's a feel-good song.
It makes you. It's like you listen to that song like you would listen to Pitbull. Like, I can't believe this is considered music. This is garbage. This is strictly made for movie soundtracks.
Speak for yourself.
So it's fun. Fun songs are made for movie soundtracks.
It's not fun. There's nothing fun about that.
My mother sing it all the time.
Does she?
You know what the funnest part about that song is? It makes you want to throw bread.
Apparently.
That's fun.
Mommy be throwing bread at me? I don't think so. No, I'm talking to my nephew. I'm sorry.
Let's go to Shannon. What's going on, Shannon? Welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, Sam, how you doing? Love the show, man. I was at that show this weekend, and it was hilarious, man. It was the best show since sliced bread.
Okay.
You see what you did there?
I understand. Were you really there, or did you just want to get that line out?
No, I swear to God, it was there. I live in Fort Collins. I drive
Holy
truck.
shit.
I'm on the road now, but the only thing that kept that from turning into a mob show and murdering him was the bass player started playing that song.
We got to save this. We got to bring these guys back. We got to get the crowd back. What do we got in our arsenal?
Yeah.
He was just immediately.
The thing that saved that turning into a big mob show.
The drummer's sitting there.
Credit him per se.
The drummer's sitting there going, holy shit, how are we going to get out of this? Now this lead singer, he's got his frosted tips and everything. He's cursing at the audience. The bass player looks at the rest of the band like, gentlemen, I think I have something. Boom.
Yeah, he walked out the stage and stopped the concert before that. Then they walked him back out. And
what were you doing at a Smash Mouth concert? Shannon, why were you at a Smash Mouth?
It was at a food show.
You at the food festival, not at the Smash Mouth concert.
Come for the burgers. Stay for All Star.
For the food, not for Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get a job at Smash Burger.
So what did you think of them as a live band? Were you throwing bread?
They were awful. No, we were too far back, but I wish I had a loaf after hearing how bad he sings.
It's a weird thing for them to hand out. Just bread, like nothing on the bread. Nothing.
Well, they probably were like, here's some here's some ribs and a nice roll.
I've been to a ton of concerts, but that was the funniest thing, seeing bread fly everywhere.
And you know what it was? It felt like really justification for years of this bullshit. Yeah. It's finally, it's justification. If anybody deserves to have bread thrown at them, it's a band like Smash Mouth for making people pay tickets.
People like you, now they're going to be throwing bread at them every time they perform.
They should. Follow Smash Mouth on the road wherever they go. And bring rolls. Lots of rolls. Bring buttered rolls. Put some jelly on that shit and stick to them. How great would that be?
I like that
if the front of the drum, if that drum, that had the Smash Mouth logo on it, if just a big grape jelly splatter and a roll was stuck to it.
Nah, don't be rude. Don't put no jelly in there.
That's where the jelly's rude?
Put some strawberry preserves on it.
Watch this guy kill himself
with
or
a name like Schmuckers. It's got to be good.
It is good.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yo, but you see, it's because of people like him. He might be the next Milli Vanilli, man. Don't do that, man.
Well, how humiliating would it be, Whoo Kid, if you were sitting there and you're like, all right, DJ Whoo Kid, here to perform. I'm here to light this crowd up. I got all these people smack. A loaf of bread just hit you in the fucking face while you're ready to perform. And that whole crowd just saw those sesame seeds imprint your cheek. How do you feel?
I would pull my dick out.
You would?
Just that's it?
You'd have to save it somehow.
Suck this cock.
Yeah. You'd feel like a jerk, Whoo Kid.
And keep it going.
You'd feel like a jerk.
I would keep performing, though. He left. He ran off the stage.
He threatened to beat up the audience, and then the backup singer had to start singing the one song that anybody wants to hear.
I love that song.
Did he we know you love the song. Did he walk off the stage or just stand to the side like a little bitch?
In the video that I saw, he was standing center stage. I didn't see him walk off.
Just like looking down with his hands like...
Yeah, just like, fuck you guys. I'll fight all of you. And they're like, we can't fight. We got bread in our hands.
Why didn't he bring out Guy Fieri out on stage?
Then people wouldn't have been able to tell them apart. Guy Fieri just starts singing All Star.
I don't think they look that much alike.
They look exactly alike. Both of them have no idea that it's not 2001 anymore.
And nobody, about my man Guy,
nobody
I know.
spikes their hair like that anymore.
He got jewelry.
He has way more money than you.
He can have as much money as he wants. You know what? He goes to sleep on a pile of money every night. Yeah. I go to sleep on a pile of knowing I'm not a fucking douchebag every night. So it's great. We both have our things.
We're all going to this restaurant after this for free.
Who's all? We all.
We're going right here.
Well, I'm gonna be outside the restaurant throwing rolls at it. That's where I'm at.
It's a 5-star joint.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. I read something different in the New York Times.
Been there. I saw it in the Zagat. I read about it.
I could have said something. What's going on, John?
Hey, what's going on, Sam?
Not too much.
Oh,
that's right.
Love the show, bro.
Thank you.
You got one of your own.
Thanks.
Rock it out.
Thanks.
Yo, you guys think Smash Mouth is the worst band ever? You guys forget about a little band called Sugar Ray?
You know what? At least Mark McGrath went up. First of all, Sugar Ray is like the biggest sellout band of all time because before they started having those hits, they said they were like a punk band. They were a hardcore band. They sounded completely different.
He was really hot too. That was one point.
But he was a good-looking guy, and he left music to go pursue like hosting and stuff. I'm fine with that.
He did well.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
What was their hit? Because I don't think it hit the black community.
It was that every morning there's a halo hanging for you know Sugar Ray.
You know Sugar Ray.
There's no way you don't know
Your
Sugar Ray.
mom doesn't sing Sugar Ray?
No, I don't think with that accent. Every day is in the morning. Every day.
Just Smash Mouth. She's just a Smash Mouth fan. Not
Your
Sugar
mom
Ray.
is not in a Haitian Sugar Ray cover band?
I'm an all-star.
I don't know, dude.
I think so. Hang on, let me see if you.
I don't think Sugar Ray was that bad. I can see the sellout thing, but I don't know if.
Yeah, they were a sell. You know this.
What they got? They got 2 cheeks.
Come on, you know.
I know this song.
You like this?
This is hard. I like the beats though. I don't know what it is.
You like this?
Cause I'm the nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Give me the trigger. Yeah. Oh, that's it. I ain't giving no more bars, man.
You're like so hateful towards like happy music. You're like you're hateful towards
It's so fucking shallow, dude.
But you're hateful towards it. It's like made it feel good, you hate it.
That's true. You know what I said? You know what I honestly listen to? This is why I just cannot get a grasp on anything. I listen to I go back and forth. I listen to horribly depressing music.
Okay. Cyndi Lauper?
No, not Cyndi Lauper. I listen to horribly depressing music or
shit is shit.
Way over the top ego hip hop music.
Yeah, you do.
And it's just in between. It's just either crippling low self-esteem or delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
And I just am sitting here trying to balance them like a fucking scale of justice.
Yeah.
But it's also unfair. You don't smoke weed, so how can you enjoy this music? Like you got to smoke weed and listen to.
Some people enjoy music without substance.
Well, that's how you know music is really good. You have to be on fucking drugs to enjoy it. That's really when you know you've hit a new level of artistry.
What's the purpose?
Maybe you're right. Listen, we should, real quick before we take a break, I want to tell you how a real band handles things live. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Grohl, did you hear about Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
He broke his foot.
Yeah.
So he falls off stage. First of all, he even falls like a rock star.
Yeah.
Like he fell and he just started flailing. Like even when like Steven Tyler fell off stage, he looked like an asshole. You know what I mean?
Don't talk about him like that.
I like Steven Tyler. I like Aerosmith.
You're heartless today.
Yeah.
But Steven Tyler looked like an asshole when he fell off stage. Dave Grohl still looked cool falling off stage. And then listen to him. He's on the ground. He can't move his leg. He's being attended to. There's 50, 60, 70,000 people that are there watching Foo Fighters perform. And he's on the ground, and this is him.
You gotta do it. Can you do it? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, right now, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm gonna fix my leg. But then I'm gonna come back. And we're gonna pray for you again.
So he's psyched.
Yeah.
He's sitting there, and everybody's thinking the concert's over, right?
No.
Then, and I'll go to break with this. We still got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Who Kid's sticking around? Nicole's sticking around. Dave Grohl goes back on stage.
Yeah, he does.
Gangster.
Sits down in a chair, puts another chair up so he can prop his broken leg up that's wrapped in gauze because he hasn't left to go to the hospital.
Wow.
And he performs All My Life.
I mean, he's the man.
Such a good song.
Yeah.
Listen to Dave Grohl performing in concert with a broken leg, and we'll be right back with more Sam Roberts Show.
Wow.
I want to dance, but I fucking can't. But if I could, I'd dance to this.
Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show. We got a couple minutes left. 2 hours.
We get it. You like the Foo Fighters and you hate Smash Mouth.
Damn. Foo Fighters are the fucking best, dude.
I know.
Who's better than Foo Fighters? I don't know. I'll tell you. Whoever likes Smash Mouth is probably the same person who was like, Sam only needs 2 hours. What am I? I'm not can't get anything done.
No, really can't.
I feel like we just started. Welcome back. 866-969-1969 if you want to get a call on before we go. DJ Whoo Kid is here, at DJ Whoo Kid on Twitter. Nicole Ryan is here, at Mashup Nicole on Twitter, and you can follow everything and see what the studio looks like and get all the videos we talk about and see Nicole's breasts, all of that.
And her feet.
And her feet.
No, we're not showing my feet today, okay? It's enough of my fucking feet.
All on display at SR Show SXM on Twitter. That's SR Show SXM on Twitter. What's going on, Rich?
Sam, you just need to retire after your line saying he goes to bed on a pile of money and you go to bed knowing you aren't a douchebag. You will not ever say anything better on the radio in the rest of your long, long career.
I don't remember saying anything as mean as that. I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you, Rich.
I have faith in you, too. I think that you will say something funnier than that.
Thank you, Nicole.
Right?
That's why you're here.
In the next year, I think it might happen.
You're a supportive person.
Yeah.
You guys, first of all, Who Kid, real quick, Rachel Dolezal was on Today's Show.
I mean...
What do you think of this chick? She identifies as black. She's a trans black person.
Wow, what is that? What does that mean, trans
Well,
black?
like, listen.
Well, she flew from somewhere and became black?
She's a white person. She was born a white person.
Who feels black.
Who feels black. Listen.
I was actually identified when I was doing human rights work in North Idaho as first transracial, and then when some of the opposition to some of the human rights work I was doing came forward and started, the next newspaper article identified me as being a biracial woman, and then the next article, when there were actually burglaries, nooses, etc., was this is happening to a black woman, and I never corrected.
Well, why didn't
that.
you correct it? You knew it wasn't true.
Well, because it's more complex than being true or false in that particular instance.
Her parents are claiming that she's mentally ill. You know
she's
that.
mentally ill.
Yeah.
So
she's a fucking liar.
Then I'm mentally ill. I'm trans white.
That's true. Who Kid has claimed he's white a lot. What do you think when you hear her saying, well, it's more complex than just true or false?
I came at you with the Caitlyn Jenner thing. You thought she was normal, so maybe she's normal.
I'm going to tell you something.
Here we go.
There is no normal.
I know there's a new normal.
Apparently.
I'm going to tell you exactly why she didn't correct anybody when they said she was black.
She was like, yeah, that's awesome.
It's the same reason why when Mike Tyson held my hand and looked at me in the eyes and said these words.
I want to fuck you.
No, he didn't say that.
No,
Who Kid? That's not the way it happened.
That's another story.
Yeah.
He looked at me and he said, you're a black motherfucker.
You didn't correct him.
At no point did I correct him or anybody else I told that story to.
Yeah.
I told everybody. They're like, Sam, you're white. And I go, well, just for the record, Mike Tyson said this.
Okay, but true or false? Are you?
It's a little more complex than that, Nicole.
You're a trans black lion bitch.
The reason that it is more complex than that is because people are factoring in that being black is a very cool thing.
Even your eyebrows are kinky.
Thank you,
They
Who Kid.
are. They
Thank
really
you for
are.
noticing that. I perm my eyebrows so nobody can tell.
Fucking nigger over there.
Did you see? Thank you. Finally, somebody noticed. Thank you, Who Kid. It's all I've wanted all my
the first
life.
one that is half black but don't want nobody to know.
Right.
And I'm trans white. We're all fucked up.
Did you see the photo on Not Sam on Instagram?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see the photo of me side by side with Rachel Dolezal?
Oh my God, you do have hair like her.
You didn't see the photo?
I didn't see the side by side.
shit.
Paul, hook me up.
Yeah, Paul, let her see it. It is ridiculous, but
oh my God,
I'm almost mad. I'm almost mad that she got caught. I wish she would have retired, and then that would have been like a great story.
That came out later.
Yeah, right. Put that jersey up, hanging from the ceiling, and then you find out she was lying the whole time.
I might as well get a job at the KKK. What the fuck is going on over there?
This is a travesty, this picture.
Why? How so? Nicole's looking at. If you scroll through the Instagram at Not Sam, you can find the side by side. I think Paul, after Nicole's done with his phone, will post it on SR Show SXM on Twitter.
That has to be the funniest part. I was taking a shit, and you made the shit come out so fast.
You're welcome.
So sweet
Like,
of
it
you, Sam.
exploded out. Like, thanks, man.
You don't want to look like this chick, dude. You don't want to look like her. You don't want to bear resemblance to that chick. Okay?
I would fuck her.
You would? Would you fuck me? In that photo, though.
I would fuck her.
But in that photo, though.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody would take a
Thank
shit
you.
while looking at the photo of you next to her.
I would fuck her though. But don't she have black kids? She has a black husband.
No.
No.
She's
she don't.
She's got a black brother.
But they
who's adopted.
Right.
A couple of black brothers.
The handicapped looking one, the retarded one.
No, that's not nice. What you just said, Who Kid? That's not.
He is retarded.
No,
right?
no, we don't.
I think there might be one. I'm not sure.
My sister's fucking white. What the fuck, yo? The bitch.
Who Kid?
That's way out of line.
It's not
I'm
right.
sorry, I'm
That's not.
sorry.
I don't agree with that at all.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
handicap, man. So this is reality. This is reality radio right here.
No, you're right. We got to live in reality, Who Kid.
It's Tupac's birthday today.
It is, and happy birthday to Tupac. Is it Tupac's birthday or hologram Tupac's
No,
birthday?
the real
Tupac.
Tupac. Yeah.
Not the hologram.
No.
Okay.
He's only, what, like a year old or something? Hologram
Right.
Tupac.
A year and a half, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hologram birthday.
But overall, You know, my life has been one of survival, and the decisions that I have made along the way,
It's a struggle,
including my
Whoo Kid.
identification,
Yeah, I believe it.
have been to survive and to, you know, carry forward in my journey and life continuum.
What's the journey? Where's she going?
And
Hey, look, she is a trans-ethnic person, and she deserves our respect.
with hair like that, it probably has been about survival. And I know you can understand that struggle.
Okay, first of all, do not compare my hair to her hair, because if you look at pictures of her when she was young, she's made it a choice.
Right.
She's going to a salon, and she's got a lot of fucking nerve showing up on the Today Show with Matt Lauer and still having that fake afro, that permed afro.
And she had the whole dread phase.
Yeah.
Like serious dread.
But there's photos of her with I mean,
normal straight hair.
First of all, Nicole, it's not normal.
I apologize. You're right.
You racist,
You're right.
racist person.
I did not mean to. I
Damn,
misspoke.
Nicole, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't use the R word.
You use the N word, which is normal.
I apologize for it. I was wrong.
That's the new N word.
Yeah.
That's the more offensive N word,
You're
quite
right.
frankly.
Trans black?
Trans black is the thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are these new things coming
and
from?
I don't know. They're literally popping up as we go, Whoo Kid. I've been on the air for 3 weeks now.
It's ridiculous.
And there's multiple new trans options.
Crazy.
Caitlyn Jenner
Right.
is a transgender woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's new. That came out.
Rachel Dolezal
Right.
is a trans ethnic person.
What the fuck?
And I am transitioning into becoming a
Yeah,
wombat.
you're a trans wombat.
I'm trans
I think
species.
you're more of a trans fool.
Okay, well, that's your opinion, and I appreciate it if you did it without judging me.
Yeah.
But I'm a trans species person, and I'm getting there.
How did she look when she was a kid? She was like a
She had blonde, straight hair.
And like nerdy. She was
Nerdy.
like a nerdy
on
little
some,
white girl.
on some Little House on the Prairie shit.
Totally.
They asked her in the Today Show interview, they said, did you identify as white when you were a kid? She said, I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, yeah. And I was like, what? Okay, then. Yes, that's it then.
Nah, but the killer is she put a check on the African American box.
Yeah, she did.
When she applied, yeah.
Absolutely.
She checked in she's African American to get the NAACP job.
Maybe she needs glasses.
Yeah, maybe that.
But then she went out and literally told people, I am black. I identify. She's still saying she identifies as black.
Maybe she got some good black dick and she just can't forget.
That could be it.
That dick
Could be
was
it.
so great.
I've heard it rubs off. We're out of time already.
No.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe you got black dick. That's why you fucking look.
I didn't receive any black dick.
Will you come get a hot dog with me? I've been craving
I will.
one since
Y'all
I
gonna
got.
share a hot dog?
That's right. That's
Can-
right.
Can I come too?
Yeah.
No, okay, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trans white. I'm sorry.
Listen, I appreciate you guys being here. You can follow Nicole Ryan at Mashup Nicole. You can follow DJ Whoo Kid at DJ Whoo Kid. You follow the show at SR Show SXM on Twitter. A lot going on. Giannis Pappas
I love him.
is going to be here tomorrow. Maybe Marisa will be here too. I don't know. But Giannis Pappas has a new show on AOL. It's blowing up. It's a sports show, so we'll be talking about a whole bunch of stuff with Giannis Pappas tomorrow. And we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Ow! Ow, kid.